Gonna be talking over some KAIDO gameplay. The only thing I changed about this deck was I put an extra 6-cost Zoro instead of a page 1. Let's get into the games. I played a lot of games, as you can see here, but I'm only going to be showing a few for today, and then I'll be showing some tomorrow. My first game here is against a Queen. I Mulligan, and I didn't get Onigashima, so I swing 3. And here, as you can see, this hand is really bad. I don't have a turn 1, I don't have a turn 2, and I don't have a turn 3 at this point. Turn 3 play, so yeah, and I don't get one off the top, so just swing 5. Pretty basic. It looks really bad for me right now. And so here, I just have the opportunity to attack 6, and then put my own 6-cost Zoro down. I was hoping it would stick, but he gets rid of it with some with this new event. It's a 7-cost event here. Yep. Here I'm thinking about what I want to do for a bit. I think about it too hard, honestly. I feel like it's just an easy 8,000 to the face, and then put down the 6-cost king. Even if it doesn't get rid of something, it puts down a big body. So plus I'm in no risk of dying here. I got a 0-cost event. I got quite a bit of counter. Here, since he puts that down, I'm tempted to do that. Yep. Wondering if he's going to take it. I don't know why he takes it, seeing as this next turn, he doesn't put down, like, something that'll heal him. Which, usually, if you're going to just take life like that, you're going to want to heal. I thought he was going to put, like, a 9-cost down or something. Okay, here I made a mistake of taking that hit instead of countering it out. And I got hit with the pudding. No biggie, just I forget sometimes. I mean, of course, if this guy was smarter, I would have lost because of it. Spoiler alert, but I'm just doing him like dirty right now. I'm gonna get rid of this 0-cost event because I want to keep that law, and he has a huge hand right now, which most of the time they're not gonna get rid of that huge hand just like that. Yep. Here, just 2k out. And then now we got a game. So here, since I have 7 Dawn, I can do 4 and 3. So that's this Onigashima, which I put down right now, and then I put down the law. Get rid of 2 cards in hand, just in case he has the counter. He didn't get any counter. Yeah, I think the cards in hand are just terrible. Yep. Alright. So this next game, we got a Nami. And my thing with Namis is that most of the time I just beat them. But man, it's kind of a boring matchup. I don't know. I don't like playing against Namis. They're just make you play in such a different way. And there's nothing really fun about it. They're playing like a separate game to you. It's like they're playing solitaire and you're trying to play like One Piece, you know. The only times I'll have fun playing against a Nami is if they're like really good. But that's hardly ever the case. So there, just normal stuff just has been happening, you know. Okay, get rid of his Kayas for sure. You want to get rid of those as much as possible. If you have any removal in hand like kings, even 9 costs, you're gonna want to get rid of those Kayas as much as possible. You don't want to let those stick down because you could just bounce them back to the hand. Here I'm going to ask him a question. Swing 7. Okay. And he bounces it. See that? If I had removal, I would have gotten rid of it. I swing 9. I don't remember if he takes this one. He does not. Put down ulti page 1. You always want to, if you have, this is why ulti page 1 is so good in this deck. That's why I have it in here. For cases like this when you need a bunch of bodies. For 4 Dawn, and then I -1. I just get out 2 bodies like that. 2 big ones. And then right here he Desert Spadas. Or no, he doesn't Desert Spada. He draws Desert Spada. So here, I'm sure that he has like probably a couple of Gum Gavels. And I don't want to just, yeah, I don't want to swing small here because he's just going to do that. But then since I see he takes, yeah, he takes there, and I get an easy law. I wasn't really thinking that he was gonna do that. I thought he was just gonna gump gavel and like gump gavel again or something, or use something else. So it's kind of surprising. I figured that he would know about that, but sometimes people forget, you know. Then I just swing 666 here, see what he does. Bounces that back to hand, of course. He's just too slow though. The pressure from this deck is way too good. It's just way too fast. Even though he has a bunch of counters in hand, he leaves a bunch of Dawn up. It doesn't matter in the end. And here he even thinks about trying to go for one of my attackers, but nah, I just have the counter for that. Here I think swing 9,000. Swinging 9,000 would be good. Yep. See if he's gonna counter out. He just takes that one. This is very interesting. And he unfortunately, he gets a trigger. He just bounces my page 1 back to hand. Very unfortunate. If we had taken that ulti hit earlier instead of countering out, we would have had so much less attackers here. He does that. I can't attack into him anymore. If I could have, I would have lawed there. I would have attacked with the law, but I cannot. Basic stuff. He's just gonna play solitaire for a little bit. But yeah, just notice how strong this deck is against decks like these. Like, if you notice his deck and you compare it to mine, it's like halfway what mine is, which is not that crazy. Like, he's at 1 life right now, and he doesn't have that much Dawn up. He's just, it looks like it's just over for him. We'll swing 9, see what he does. Usually they just don't take. So yeah, I think he just counters out here. And uses that, the Death Wink, which is very interesting because usually you want to use that at the very last few cards that you have. Found that very interesting. And then here he uses White Snake, draw him another card. At this point he just doesn't really have any Dawn up, yeah. He has no more Dawn up. Just attack 6. I could have attacked a little bit more, but felt like that was fine. Just see if he took or not. I think what I was gonna do is if he countered that one out, just -7, and then just attack a bunch with King. It was just over. It was just over. His best bet there was taking that hit, yeah. So good on him. Here we got Gecko Moria. So Gecko Moria, it's one of those decks that I haven't played too much. I haven't played too much with this deck. I haven't played too much with other decks. So even now, I'm still learning how to play against it. I do know though that them going first hurts because they get to do something like that. So there, I'm gonna trash that Zoro because it's not gonna be good in this matchup, and then I'm just gonna counter out with 2K. Throughout this entire matchup, I try to experiment with keeping my hand below 5 cards, or keeping them just very small. So trying to counter out of a lot of hits here. I'm gonna just counter out of this one because I don't want him to hit free Peronas on me. And then yeah, he thinks about it for a bit. He's playing negative hollow, by the way, which is it's interesting to say the least. I don't know. Here I'm gonna do that. Just counter out. Of course, always countering out. Negative hollows, Ashiki, which is okay, go ahead, man. Do what you must. I take this next hit just because I want more cards. Because I did counter out a lot, which is what I wanted, but I wanted some more cards for now. And then here, get a Zephyr, which is really good. I could have saved it in case he played Borsellino, but I thought at that point it's just better to get rid of a Perona. And the Perona, I don't care if it goes back to his hand or back to his trash and he can use it again, because at this point it does nothing. I'm not gonna get rid of the hog back there, because he can use that and just bring back like other cards. So nah. There, I just counter out again. You know, the usual. Here I get 9 costs. Very good. Swing 5, just see if he takes it. He doesn't. Boom. Hit that. Now we hit his life. I don't hit his hog back. I could have hit his hog back, but I feel like it's just a waste of a big hit that he's gonna have to take for sure. I feel like you in this matchup you gotta be really aggressive and swinging towards life. And then, like, what does he do? He just swings 5 with that hog back, so it's like whatever. I thought he was gonna swing. If he just swang like 7 towards my Kaido, there would have died. But nah, he swings 2 at my leader. I wonder if he puts out a card here. I think he does. Yeah. Puts out a Perona. Doesn't do anything for him, but it's just a body. Puts that Sabo down, which is really annoying. I have the 10 cost. Even if I wanted to use the 10 cost, I can't. And I got the king, which would have been so good here. Because you want to be... The only times you want to use KO effects is if they're putting down like a big body like that. So... yeah, I don't know, man. It would have been really good, but no. Here, I thought he would have blocked, but he didn't block. So I was just going to swing at his... I was going to swing at his Sabo with my 10 cost, just so I can get... I don't want him to have blockers. And Sabo is one of those cards that you can't bring back, so... it's not too bad KOing it. Here, I get rid of his hogback, just because if I don't, then I'm going to have to deal with it on, like, it attacking. I was hoping he would block out and counter or something, and I could swing at his Sabo. But he doesn't. And here... he messes up in multiple ways. Here, he could have just won the game. If he just swung like 5, tested out the waters at my Kaido, I would have taken it. And then maybe he would have just found out that like he had something. But I guess like the 3 cards in hand doesn't really explain how, like, what you have in hand. So here, yeah, he messes up there, attacking into Frankie. Not good. Not good at all. Here. Again, he does another mistake. So here he swings at my leader, which is warranted. That's fine. Like, just take that one. And at this point, he's fine. He's completely fine. Well, I mean, we'll see how he's not fine, but he would have been fine if he didn't attack with that blocker. It didn't matter in the end because I got the sheep's horn, so it was game either way. But to be principled, man, like I could have gotten really unlucky there. You shouldn't swing with that blocker because stuff like this happens. He was at 2 life with a blocker, and there it goes. You rest the blocker, and people don't understand that sheep's horn is really good against Black's blockers like Borsalino and Sabo. People have asked me sometimes, like, what do you do against Sabo and Borsalino? Well, this is what you do against Sabo and Borsalino. You got Zephyr if you want to use against Borsalino, and if they don't play Borsalino, they play Sabo. Well, you just rest the blocker, and there you go. Just rest the blocker just like that. Rest the blocker, then you attack 9,000 at the least when he has 2 cards. That's one of his lives gone. You trash the other life, and then boom, your big attacker here just takes the game. So this deck, do not sleep on it because you will get hit hard from it. Do not sleep on it. Anyways, that's the video. Like and subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace.